Jaya Radha Kunda Gopi Janavara Girivara Yashodanandana Vrajajalaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajalaranjana Jamunatira Vanaswari Jamunatira Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama Jai Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jai Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Gaura Nitai Gaura Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivajagacharya Hastu Uttarasacharya Srimad Divangres ISKCON founder Acharya Jagadguru Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Vrindavan ki jai. Mathura ki jai. Namadhyamai Dham ki jai, Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai, Jamuna Maya ki jai, Ganges Maya ki jai, Tulasi Devi ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Itai Gaura Premanande, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, glory to Shri Guru, Shri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padya Krishna Vrita Bhutale Smriti Bhati Tirtha Shanti Mr. Krishna Dvara Shri Gaura Karana Sakti Bhati Tirtha Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Sarakaya Chulanitam Jena Kashmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sakutam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadama Dadati Swapadantikam Vandiham Sri Gurun Sri Yudapatakamanam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamcha Sri Rupam Sagarjatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitantam Sajivan Sadvitam Savadutam Parijana Savitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakamanitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namasute Tapakanchana Gaurangi Vrindavaneshwar Vrisavani Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpatare Vyascha Kripa Sundubhya Vacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Sri Isopanisad ki Srila Prabhupada ki Hare Krishna. Continue our reading from Sri Isopanisad. Mantra 11. Let's chant this sloka together. Vidyāṁ ca vidyāṁ ca yes tat vedobhayaмкam saha avidyayā mṛtyuṁ tīrtvā vidyayāmṛtam aśnute. Translation.
Only one who can learn the process of nescience and that of transcendental knowledge side by side can transcend the influence of repeated births and deaths and enjoy the full blessings of immortality.
Okay, thank you. Mantra 11 describes how one must know the relative positions of material and spiritual knowledge to transcend the material energy and attain deathlessness. That is the gist of Mantra 11. We should know both. In other words, Mantra 11 teaches us to balance our lives. Our lives should be balanced. By making a clear distinction between what is healthy and what is unhealthy. We should know what is healthy and what is unhealthy. Our lives should be balanced. Make sense? Thank you. So let's go into it. Transcending birth and death, problem and the solution. And we'll look at the role of Vidya, Avidya, in this problem. Everyone has been trying to attain a permanent life. But it has not happened, and it will not happen. Because we are living according to Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita already certified the material world as a place of miseries, dukkhalayam, asashrata. That is, Bhagavad Gita clearly defined this. So no one has power to make it a permanent place. It's not possible. It's already a material place full of miseries. And it is temporal. That is why the soul cannot be happy here. Because we are not material, we are spiritual. We will be happy only in our natural habitat. Yes. Why? No one wants to die, nor does anyone want old age or disease. But we get it every day. Every day we are getting younger. We are getting older, despite our serious and numerous efforts. I saw some people who wear a very high heel. And within the shoe, they have to put a lot of papers and cloth inside so they can increase so you can increase their height. But back to the same situation. The same situation. So living entities have been seriously struggling to overcome these things. How many doctors are graduating from medical college? Millions. And how many hospitals are being opened every day all over the world? Millions are there. But we're making a really effort. We're making effort. Aircraft is there. Trains, electric trains are there. So many things are there. But when we look carefully, all these advancements, does it reduce our anxieties? Our anxiety reducing or increasing? Our anxiety, is it increasing or reducing? Reducing. But all the lot of effort we are putting into place to make everything a very wonderful place. We forget that our body is deteriorating. Even if you do whatever we do with this body, it will not improve it. It will simply help to deteriorate it more. This is our advancement. Our advancement is to speed our deterioration. That is our civilization. So Isopanisad is making it very, very clear. Yes. We have powerful example in our scriptures. Like who? Like? Hiranya means gold, and Kasipu means soft bed. This gentleman was interested in these two things, money and women, and he wanted to enjoy this sort of life by becoming artificially immortal. He asked Lord Brahma many things indirectly in hopes of fulfilling his desire to become an Amara. He asked benediction that he might not be killed by any man, animal, god, or any living being within the categories of the 8.4 million species. He also asked that he might not die on the land, in the air, in the water, or by any weapon whatsoever. So on and on. Hiranyakasipu thought foolishly that this world guaranteed him against death. But in the end, although Brahma granted him all these benedictions, he was killed by the personality of Godhead in the form of a half man, half lion. And no weapon was used to kill him. That is his foolishness. Here, Kasipu was killed without a weapon. Yes. That is how intelligent we are. That's how we are very intelligent. Our intelligence is that we don't know what is good for us. And we are forgetting the supreme intelligent person, Krishna. He have not seen, in his life, he have not seen half man, half lion before. That's the first time people could see an entity like that. In the beginning, he thought, I cannot be killed by animal, I cannot be killed by human, by God. So, they're immortal. And on the same day, they came combined. Not human, not animal. Both of them together. It's a different creation altogether. And without any weapon. Fingernail is not a weapon. Of course, for some animal, it is a weapon. Some animal, this is a weapon. But here I can see we want to think of that. When we say weapon, we're not thinking of claws, nails. We are thinking about heavy ammunition. But the Lord carefully, without breaking any of the benediction given to him by Lord Brahma, none of them. For Krishna kept them completely as it is. At the same time, he did what he wanted to do to show his supreme position as Krishna. If Hiranyakasipu cannot succeed, who else can do it? Who else? Hiranyakasipu, let's try to understand a little bit about Hiranyakasipu. Hiranyakasipu, I will say from the scripture, the second person who made all the 6 seasons present. 6 seasons were present by Hiranyakasipu's power. The first person who did that in Vrindavan is Krishna. Krishna, all the 6 seasons were present when Krishna was present. All the 6 seasons were present, all the time. The second person who did that is Hiranyakasipu, by dint of his austerity. And the austerity he did, no second person, no second person can do that. Eh? Standing on one toe from both sides, that is 2. Not the 5. It's only one from here, one from here. That is what Hiranyakasipu was standing. He was not standing on legs, full. Only 2 toes he was standing. 120 celestial years. How many of our yogis can do that? Standing on one toe. 100. Hiranyakasipu did that easily. And Krishna empowered him to do that so he can teach us a lesson. It is Krishna who empowered him to do that. He gave him all the intelligence he used, he gave him all the strength to do that so he can teach us a lesson. Which lesson Krishna is teaching us? Which lesson?
His devotees are always saved.
Hmm?
His devotees are always saved in any condition.
Okay. Lord Krishna gave all the intelligence and strength to Hiranyakasipu to do the level of austerity he did so he could teach us a lesson. Which lesson?
You cannot cheat God.
Cannot cheat God. Yes, you were saying something? What did you say before?
I said his devotees are never
Devotees are never defeated.
defeated.
That was as
Always
close
saved.
as anyone ever came.
Right.
No one had more power than Hiranyakasipu in the history of the whole universe.
Right.
That was that close.
Yes. Yes.
Krishna can give you all power, can also reduce it to nothing.
Very good. He can take us to where we want to go and think that we are there, but when he wants to bring us down, nothing can stop it. Very good. Yes?
Not beyond intelligence,
Yes.
beyond demigods. He can do anything, whatever he wants.
Yes.
Material boon or benediction won't do anything good.
All useless.
What do you mean won't do anything? God conquered the whole universe. You can't just say he doesn't do anything.
In longer perspective.
Yes.
You just have to say that you
Mic is not on.
In longer perspective, in longer run, it won't do.
Ultimately,
Ultimately,
it will not.
provide any kind of relief from misery.
No,
Material.
ultimate release, yeah, from miseries. Thank you. Yes.
Practicing austerity, giving charity, studying the Vedas does not exactly mean that you're Krishna conscious.
Okay, this thing can be materially done. Okay, all right. Yes, let's see what Prabhupada said. Can you repeat what you said? Yeah, give the mic. Yes. No, yes, yeah, on. I want to get you on. No, it's you. You say something, I want to hear that one again.
If we think about Hiranyakasipu, all the demigods of the whole universe were under his control. That means all the full power of material nature he ruled over. I have no idea how long he would have lived made that colossal, unbelievable mistake against Prahlāda. Because there are demigods that live for hundreds of millions of years. You can imagine, he could have been ruling the universe for incalculable time. It took that Vaishnava aparat, that extreme aparat, to bring God's wrath down on him. Otherwise, the universe was totally his.
Yes.
This is an amazing personality. It's like Hitler times a million. We have no idea how powerful he was. We never even imagined something that powerful. That every aspect of material nature, which is a personified demigod, he controlled them. They feared him. They did whatever he wanted.
Yes.
We can't imagine such a universe. Completely ruled by an all-powerful atheist. Anyway, so that's what I was saying. It's not that he did nothing.
Yeah. Yes, bro.
Prabhupada says this coming gentleman, he used the word gentleman. And here in
Yes.
the mantra 10, one should become a perfect gentleman. It's the same word.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't say this coming demon.
Yeah, gentleman in this, that is general word we use for gentlemen. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. But it doesn't mean that we are gentle. It's a polite, yeah.
The communists stuff all religion. They say it's the opiate of the people. They shut down churches and they murder all the priests of every faith. That's what he was doing all over the universe.
Yes.
He would not let anyone worship Vishnu in the whole universe. What kind of a universe is this? Demon ruling. No one was allowed to worship God.
Yes.
So much hate for God he had.
Yeah. Narada said, only Vishnu and Shiva were not controlled by Hiranyakasipu. He counted even himself back, including, of course, that's his humility. He also counted himself. Every one of us else are under Hiranyakasipu.
Even God Brahma.
Yes.
Brahma, it said Brahma was afraid.
Yes.
Brahma gave him all those benedictions.
Yes.
Brahma is also controlled.
Yes.
Person who gave the boon, how he can be
His intention. Demigod told Lord Brahma, please, as a devotee, we don't want a position. As a devotee, you don't want a position, but let us tell you, this man is performing austerity and they asking for benedictions. He should dethrone you. And he will take over everything, including you. And nobody will do anything godly anymore. All religious activities finished, like Prabhupada said, completely finished. So, for our benefit, please don't give him the benediction he's asking. But the brother gave him indirectly. And Krishna told Lord Brahma, don't do like this again. You are making my job very difficult. So that is the position of Hiranyakasipu. So he was ruling the world. All the 6 seasons were present by his strength. Yet, Krishna taught us a lesson that we can be anything in this world, whatever we think we may be, we're still under him, and he will do what he wants to do without impediment. Only him can do that. So that we can have confidence in Krishna. We should have confidence in Krishna that yes, Krishna can protect us. Krishna can protect us. He has been doing it to prove to us his protection. Yes.
There are devotees all over the universe. There was Nara, there was Vyasa, I mean, they're all over the universe, and that did not bring Krishna down. That's incredible also.
Yes.
Only Prahlad was so elevated in his love and purity and innocence and being devotee that it brought Krishna down.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
Krishna would be infinitely angry.
Exactly. Can advancement of material knowledge solve it?
No.
No. Why? Instead, it increment it. That is, discovery of nuclear bombs. What does he do? What is the solution? Given by the law. Gives Vedic scriptures to remind the forgetful living entity. He sends reminders. Is Krishna doing this regularly? Is Krishna sending reminders regularly?
Yes.
Very good. As how? How is he doing?
Acharyas, pure
Acharyas,
devotees, granthas, holy
Granthas.
name.
Very good. Very good. Yes, avatars. Yes. He comes himself, he sends his person, he provides all necessary facilities. Very good. Here is the solution. What do we have to do? Be prepared to go back to,
Godhead.
and we should
Yes.
study Isopanisad very scrutinizingly. Study that. Yes. Krishna reminds us constantly by sending bona fide servant, comes himself like a savatara, miseries of this material world in different ways, indirectly reminds us miseries of this material world. These are some of the ways that Krishna constantly reminds us. Growing old means what? Growing old means, what does it mean? What's the message in growing old?
You're going to die.
Very soon. Very soon. Is anyone growing younger? Huh? So it's a reminder. Old age is a reminder. Diseases are reminders. We should get prepared, but we are so intelligent that we don't see it. We don't see it. Instead, we constantly make effort to revise the situation. That is our disease, Professor. That is our disease. It shouldn't be that way. Sri Isopanisad instructs us not to make one-sided attempt. We mentioned before we should balance our life. To win the struggle for existence. Everyone is struggling hard for existence, but the law of material nature is so hard and fast that it does not allow any to surpass it. In order to have permanent life, one must be prepared to go back to Godhead. It's the only process. This process, going back to Godhead, is a different branch of knowledge, and it has to be learned from the revealed Vedic scriptures, such as the Upanishad, Vedanta, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, etc. Therefore, to become happy in this life and to get a permanent blissful life after leaving this material body, one must stick to this sacred literature and obtain transcendental knowledge. Yes. The miseries of material world are also indirect reminders of our incompatibility with dead matter, and intelligent living entities generally take note of these reminders and side by side engage themselves in the culture of Vidya or transcendental knowledge. Human life is the base opportunity for the culture of spiritual knowledge, and the human being who does not take advantage of this opportunity in human life is called Naradhama, the highest person. Okay, the lowest of mankind, the lowest. Instead of trying to patch all these unnecessary things, you better take a warning notice from every occurrences that we have and get ready. Change our consciousness or improve our consciousness by going deeper into our practice. This will help us. The culture of Vidya or transcendental knowledge is essential for the human being. Unrestricted sense enjoyment in the diseased material condition of the senses but be restricted as far as possible. Unrestricted sense enjoyment in this bodily condition is the part of ignorance and death. The part of Avidya. It is the part of repeated birth and death. Why people pursue it? Why do we pursue sin? Why? Enamored with the beauty of the illusory energy. They undergo the same miseries repeatedly and do not learn any lessons from the laws of nature. Beautiful. Advancement of material knowledge for sense gratification result in increases the disease of material fever. Increases the material fever. You do not reduce it. We already mentioned in the beginning. Why is avidya required? Why is avidya required them? The culture of spiritual knowledge necessitates the health of the body and mind. Therefore, maintenance of the body and mind is required if we are to reach our goal. The normal temperature should be maintained at 98.6 degrees, and the great sages and saints of India have attempted to do this by a balanced program of spiritual and material knowledge. So we need transcendental knowledge. The degree of a fever must not be increased from 105 to 107 for good health. The degree is to be reduced to the normal state of 98.6. That should be the aim of human life. The modern trend of material civilization is to increase the degree of the feverish material condition, which has therefore reached the point of 107 in the form of atomic energy, with the foolish politician crying that at any moment the world may go to hell. On the contrary, we must side by side develop the culture of spiritual knowledge so that we may become completely free from the cruel hands of death. We have already tried to explain the matter by the expression to make the best use of a bad bargain. The culture of spiritual knowledge has to be done with the help of this body and mind. And therefore, maintenance of the body and mind is required if we are to reach our goal. That is the purpose. The body and the mind is given to us to help us do the needful. But we are so conditioned that we are not taking advantage. We are making the reverse. We are taking the body and the mind as an opportunity for us to increase our duration of material existence. So it is a failure. So Isopanisad is reminding us the normal temperature should be maintained at 98.6 degrees, but it should not be foolishly increased to the degree of 107. The great sages and saints of India wanted to maintain the normal temperature by a balanced program of material and spiritual knowledge. They never allowed the misuse of human intelligence for disease sense gratification. Disease sense gratification. Human activities diseased by a temperament of sense gratification have been regulated in the Vedas under the principle of salvation. This system is found in 4 divisions: religion, economic development, sense gratification, and salvation. At the present moment, the people have no interest either in religion or salvation. They have only one aim in life, sense gratification, and in order to fulfill this end, they have different plans for economic development. Failure. That is a failure. That is a failure. The part of Vidya, most perfectly presented in Srimad Bhagavatam. What does it tell? To utilize one's life to inquire into the absolute truth. Bhagavatam directs us to inquire after the absolute truth. Who realizes and how? The broad-minded man who has attained knowledge and detachment. He can. Only the broad-minded person can understand this or realize it. What the process? By following the 18 principles of the Bhagavad Gita described in the purport to Mantra 10. Yesterday we were looking at that. Developing these qualities. What is the aim of Vidya? Described by Srila Rupa Goswami in his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. The culture of Vidya, summarized in Srimad Bhagavatam 1:2:14. What is that? 1:2:14.
Tasmad ekena manasa Bhagavan Tattvā
Good. Translation.
Therefore, with one pointed attention, one should constantly hear about, glorify, remember, and worship the personality of Godhead, who is the protector of the devotees.
Very good. Very good. This absolute truth is realized by the broad-minded man who has attained knowledge and detachment, having followed the 18 principles of Bhagavad Gita described above. The central point in these 18 principles is the attainment of transcendental devotional service to the personality of Godhead. Therefore, it is recommended for all classes of men to learn the art of devotional service to the Lord. Religiousness, economic development, and self gratification without the aim of attaining devotional service to the Lord are all different forms of nations, as will be shown hereafter in Sri Isopanisad. Thus, to culture Vidya, especially in this age, one must always hear and chant and worship with concentrated attention, targeted on the personality of Godhead, who is the Lord of the transcendentalists. Krishna is the Lord of the transcendentalists. Regulation under the principles of salvation. Actual process. Dharma, artha, kam, and moksha. The final goal is moksha. So these days people are not looking for moksha. People are simply busy with what? Kam. It's a problem. Our calm should be regulated, but no regulations. When there is no regulation, there is no basis, moksha is forgotten completely. So what we have today is what? Perverted process. It's a perverted process. Dharma is only for artha, only for calm, and no moksha. It's what we do these days. No moksha. And moksha for devotees is Krishna consciousness, not the normal moksha. So all our activities were supposed to lead us to devotional service. Even activities we perform in Krishna consciousness should lead us to Krishna. This is our moksha, to go back to Godhead. Mantra 12. We chant the sloka. Andhaṁ tamo praviśanti ye sambhūtim upāsate tato bhūya te tamo yau sambhūtyāḿ ratāḥ.
Those who engage in the worship of the demigods enter into the darkest region of ignorance, and still more so do the worshippers of the impersonal absolute.
Very good. Thank you. So what do we learn here? We get a connection. Mantra 9 explains that cultivation of the wrong knowledge is binding. Similarly, Mantra 12 describes that improper conceptions of the absolute truth is also binding. Both. Mantra 12 to 14 are very similar to Mantra 9 and 11. What is significant words in this sloka? Significant words. What is significant word? What do you see? Hmm? Okay. That's all? Look at the face. Yes. 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 A sambhūti and sambhūtyāḿ. Sambhūtyāḿ, sambhūti. Positive and negative. Yes, understanding the absolute truths. The Sanskrit word asambhuti means those who have no independent existence. Who are they? The demigods. Very good. The demigods have no independence. They cannot function on themselves, by themselves. Whatever they give to us, they are all coming from the Supreme. They are just the agent of the Lord. And we foolishly think that they are themselves the Lord. Sambhūti is the absolute personality of Godhead who is absolutely independent of everything. In the Bhagavad Gita, the absolute personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, positively describes himself in the following words. I am the supreme cause of the powers delegated to the demigods, the great sages, and the mystics. And because these are endowed with limited powers, it is very difficult for them to know how I appear myself. By my own internal potency in the form of a man. Sambhūti, absolutely independent of everything. Is it true? Any example? We have an example. Krishna is independent of everything. Any example?
Ambiguous Swarat.
Huh?
The first verse of Bhagavatam says Lord is completely Swarat.
Krishna is Swarat. Is a philosophy practical? Any example? Yes, I agree with you. He is Swarat.
And
in the ninth canto, chapter 4, 68, 63, 68, 63 and 68. Canto 9, chapter 4. This is Ambarish Maharaj. Yes. Text 63, 68. 63. Lord Krishna said, my independence is given to my devotees. So where is his Swarat? Wait, where is it? He said himself.
He is Swarat, and really I am Swarat also because he
I agree with you.
By the love, you can bind. I meant to say in Mahabharata,
yeah, I agree with you, but what practical example we have to show that yes, he's fully independent to do whatever he likes. He's fully independent to do whatever he likes. Fully independent. Not just independent. He is fully independent of everything. Good example? Yes, Prabhu. Use the mic. No? Use the mic. Prabhu would like us to use the mic so we can be clear.
Krishna spent a lot of his time stealing, but he never got caught and put in jail.
Krishna steals every day, but he has not been jailed. Very good, thank you. And he's very proud of it. He's very, very proud. He told his mother, see, this act of stealing, I am supreme. Nobody can defeat me in it. He's not ashamed of it. Yes. Very good. What else? Is it not true? Is it true that Krishna is independent? So, can you say it now? How can you say it? Yes, Prabhu.
But the Lord is controlled by the love of his devotees. But he became the charity of Arjuna because of their friendship. So he gives up his independence because of the love he receives from his devotee.
Yes. Yes. How is the Lord independent? What activities he performed to show that he's independent?
Maharaj, whenever Krishna want to
Is the mic?
whenever Krishna want to come, he is coming independently. And he is telling to Arjuna also, we both have taken many time, but you don't know. I know because I am coming my own form. He is independent, he is coming his own form. He is independent.
Krishna is not forced to come here. He comes by his sweet will. Very good. That is, yes. That is 4:6, Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, text 6. Yes. It's not on. It's not on. The mic is not on. Is it on?
In Mahabharata,
Absolutely independent of everything. That is the point. Yes. We
Draupadi,
just got a
5
beautiful one.
sons were killed by Ashwatthama. Although Krishna wanted, he could have saved them, but he saved the only one son of Uttara, that is Parikshit. He could have saved those 5 sons also, but he wanted to save only Parikshit. So, I mean, from this example, I could.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. You have
Arjuna
tried.
take one vow that today I will kill. I don't know his name. I forgot his name.
No, not Ashwatthama.
Huh?
Not Jaras. Dhristadyumna, I don't know exactly.
What is the thing? What is it? What is? Yeah, tell. I will give you the name.
So, Arjuna takes vow.
That is
Today-
Jayadrat.
Jayadratha. So, so Krishna keeps his Sudarshan son, and then Jarasandha comes. No. Jayadratha comes, and Krishna removes this Sudarshan and he says, son didn't set till now. You can shoot him. So he have all independence. He can do
Anything.
Okay.
By the way, I could understand he's completely indifferent.
Thank you.
Everything is in his control.
Just a simple question. I'm asking. This is a thing we will say that Krishna is independent. Krishna is independent. I just want to know what are the things that he did to show he's independent. So far, it's one I like very much. Krishna is not forced to come to this material world. He came as his, that is, yeah, it's independent. What else? Yes. What else? Only one thing you know?
Right. When Nrsimhadev appeared, it shows that he doesn't have to be confined by the normal appearance process.
Pradhamana put him in the pillar there. Why is he independent? Pradhamana put him in the pillar. So how is that independent? Somebody put him there and he didn't complain, he stayed there. Right? When Prahlad put him there, he didn't complain, he stayed there. How is Krishna independent of everything? That was my question.
He can come as Shastras, he's independent.
Yes.
He never ages.
Very good. Listen, 4:6. My body never deteriorates. He used that word. Aja api san avidyayāmṛtam.
Maharaj, Krishna is telling 7.12. I know all 3 modes, beyond these 3 modes. He is telling I am independent directly in this speech is Bhagavad Gita 7.12. That's as per this is independent. He is telling in that know that all the being beyond the goodness, passion, ignorance. And he is telling, but I am independent. You are not independent, I am independent. In this verse he is directly telling I am independent.
Okay. Yes, Krishna says he's independent. Yeah, so he's independent, but how is he independent? How is he independent?
He is not under the mode of nature. He is
Yes,
beyond the mode.
Krishna is called Triadish. Triadish. All living entities in this material world were controlled by the three modes of material nature, but Krishna is not controlled. So independent of the mode of nature. Okay, good. That is two. Is now gotten two. Good one. Yes.
Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, when Krishna tells Arjuna, both of us have taken many baths, but the difference is that you forget that I remember all of them, but you don't. So he's independent of the forgetful nature of, that is caused by the material.
Krishna is not controlled by death, so it's above death. Krishna is beyond death. Death, everyone here faces death, but he never dies. He's independent. Okay, he's independent of death. Birth, all is disease. Krishna is independent of all that. Okay? What else?
Yeah, he is self-sufficient and he will in supreme being and beyond limitation. So these are all.
Can you tell me what he did to make him not limited? Can you tell me what is it that he's not limited to? Yes, I want to hear that.
Yeah, when his soul is Vishwarupa, it is unlimited. Arjuna soul.
Vishwarupa is limited. So what we are saying that Krishna is not limited to time, space, and circumstances. Yes, that's independent. Yes, it's independent of space, time, circumstances. Right? Yes, Prabhu. Give the mic.
As we famously know, Krishna showed his independence from social customs by his activities in Vrindavan with the gopis.
Krishna dances with the gopis. He called the gopis. They were all married. But Krishna called all of them to meet him in the forest for dancing. Right? It's independent of social considerations, the Vedas recommendations, and it's independent of that. Yes?
Krishna is above the laws of nature.
Yes.
Even in the age of 125, he looks like 16 years old.
Krishna has never aged, so it's above material nature. Yes. Yes. What else? He's independent. Krishna is absolutely independent of everything.
He's not as senses, he can accept anything to his senses. By seeing food, he can accept food.
Krishna doesn't depend on one's senses.
Yes.
Right. Doesn't depend on one's senses. Very good. Thank you. It doesn't depend on this. And he can do anything with anything. Anything. Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
Krishna is the master of all contradictions. I think there's even a verse that Ejati Tatnaijati. He's near and he's far, he runs anywhere. Like he's so independent that he can literally make opposites true.
Yes, very, very independent. What Krishna wants to do, nobody can change it. Not even Balaram, his own second body. Duryodhana wanted, Balaram wanted Duryodhana to marry Draupadi. And Krishna wanted Arjuna to marry Subhadra. Subhadra. Because Balaram is senior and Krishna maintained perfect etiquette. He didn't say anything. He kept quiet. Balaram was making order. He couldn't say my brother. He didn't say anything because it's etiquette. Of course, this day we don't follow this, but Krishna followed perfect etiquette. Perfect. Even though he's a supreme, fully independent. So, arrangement was, Balaram was making arrangement for Duryodhana to get married to Subhadra. Krishna didn't say anything, but he exhibited his supreme position. That Balaram's attempt failed, and he succeeded to get Arjuna married to Subhadra. He's fully independent. Krishna is fully independent. He is not controlled by anything, anybody. But Yashoda told Krishna, you are too independent. Before you came, we have been worshipping Indra nicely and everything was going. He just came now. Just 2 days ago, he came and you said, don't do this, don't do, stop all these things. You are controlling everything. See how you are suffering because of your independent nature. But Krishna stopped Indra Puja. And Indra tried, he didn't succeed. Krishna maintained his supreme position as it is. He is fully independent.
Everything is independent, like his birth is independent. He born in the jail, his own will, and he grow, how he grow, and killing all the asuras.
Fully independent.
Fully independent. His every activities are independent, and killing
yes.
that, like a mother, she Bhutana. That activity also he gave independence, he gave moksha with as a mother. So fully independent. What he want, every activity.
Yes. Yes, that is Krishna's position. He is independent of everything. He controls everything, but nothing controls him. This is Krishna.
He is not bound by the laws of karma.
Hmm?
He is not bound by the laws of karma of birth.
Yes.
As moral beings.
Yes. Yes, that is Krishna's position. He is not limited to anything. It's above everything. Sri Krishna is the absolute personality of Godhead. Bhagavad Gita 10:2. He knows everyone and everything, and no one knows him. Because he is the origin of everything. Krishna is the origin of everything. Everything. Everyone is the origin. Krishna is the origin of the powers delegated to demigods, great sages, and mystics. This is the position. Krishna himself appears by his own internal potency in the form of a man. That is Krishna's position. Is it clear? All right. All philosophers and great rishis or mixes try to distinguish the absolute from the relative by their tiny brain power. However, this can only help them to reach the point of negating relativity without realizing any positive trace of the absolute. By what time 111? What did Krishna say? By what time 111? What Krishna said? What is there? By what time 111? Krishna is what? Huh? He's Swarat, fully independent. So much so that he bewildered the sages. Krishna bewildered the sages to consider land to be water and water to be land. Even the sages are controlled by Krishna. That is his supremacy. But nobody controls him. Only the devotees can do that. Because the devotees are not separate from him. They have become one. So only devotees can do that. Yes. However, this can only help them to reach the point of negating relativity without realizing any positive trace of the absolute. Definition of the absolute by negation is not a complete concept. Is it not? Definition of the absolute by negation is not a complete concept. Such negative definitions lead one to create a concept of his own. And one then imagines that the absolute must be formless and without qualities. By such a concept of the absolute, one can at the utmost reach to the impersonal effulgence of God. By such concept of the absolute, one can at the utmost reach to the impersonal effulgence of God, known as Brahman. But one cannot make further progress by the stage of Bhagavan, to the stage of Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead. Absolute truth. Krishna's devotees, however, who by dint of their unalloyed devotion surrender unto him, can know that he is the absolute person, and that everything emanates from him only. Such devotees continuously render loving service unto Krishna, the fountainhead of everything. Impersonalists, mental speculators, try to distinguish the absolute from the relative by their tiny brain power. We have already discussed that Krishna is not limited to our intelligence. Krishna is not limited to our senses. He is not limited to our mind. He is not limited to that. So we cannot get Krishna by this. We can get Krishna only by Krishna's mercy. Even though one may rise to the highest planet, Brahmaloka, one has to come back again. But if someone attains to me in the spiritual world, he doesn't have to take birth again. Sri Isopanisad suggests that one remains in the darkest region by hovering over the material planet. However, his means may be. The whole universe is covered by the gigantic material element, just like a coconut ball, half filled with water, as it is airtight and fully covered. The darkness within is dense, and therefore the planet, like the sun and the moon, are required to illuminate the inside of the universe. Outside the universe, there is a vast expansion of unlimited Brahmajyoti space, full of Vaikuntha lokas. The problem of life cannot be solved by going to the moon. There are many Judo worshippers who become religionists for the sake of name and fame only. Such Judo religionists do not wish to get out of this universe and reach the spiritual sky. What is their misunderstanding? Krishna is another powerful demigod. Why do they worship the demigod? One, they are unintelligent and bewildered. Two, driven by a strong desire for sense gratification. Three, want temporary relief of temporary problems. Bhagavad Gita 7:20. 7:23. Atheist. They want only to maintain the status quo in the material world under the gap of worshipping the Lord. And the atheist and the impersonalist lead such foolish Judo religionists into the darkest regions by preaching the cult of atheism. The atheist directly denies the existence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the impersonalists support the atheist by preaching the impersonal existence of the Supreme Lord. As far as we have gone through Sri Isopanisad, we have not come across any mantra where the personality of Godhead is denied. It is said that he can run faster than anyone. That's impersonal. A person who can run faster than anyone is impersonal, has no form, is nothing, is zero. Or light. Can you embrace light? Eh? Can you embrace light? What will you enjoy being light? Any feeling between each other? So they cannot enjoy because they are sinful. Yeah? To enjoy, we need all the senses. And to have the senses, we need a body. Maybe spiritual or material. Even material senses. There's a little gratification there. So, they are so unfortunate. They are so unfortunate due to their envy. Why God has no form? Because of envy. If you have a form, you'll enjoy. If you have no form, you cannot enjoy. So they don't want God to enjoy, they want God to suffer. Therefore, God has no form. So he will not enjoy. We need that. Materially speaking, we need that. And spiritually, that is the best thing. Because that is where the real enjoyment is. So nowhere in the Isopanisad mantra it is said that the Lord is not a person. It is said that he can run faster than anyone. Those who are running after the planet are certainly persons. And if the Lord can run faster than all of them, why should he be considered impersonal? Envy. Envy is very, very dangerous. Envy is very dangerous. They are envious of Krishna. How dangerous is envy? How dangerous is envy? Envy is dangerous, you agree? How dangerous is it?
It can shatter our knowledge and it can put completely in darkness all the time. It may uproot our bhakti totally. It can gradually lead to offense.
Very good.
It will destroy our devotions.
Let's look at it very carefully. This is a common word which we use. Let's look at it. What is envy? How dangerous is it?
It will destroy our devotional service.
Envy would destroy our devotional service.
Making offense.
Making offenses, very good. Yeah. Yes.
Thinking them because of the enemy, the mind will do offense. Speaking directly, it will affect our devotional service because offense is very critical for the devotion. No problem. This is not working sometimes. No, I'm keeping it now.
Papa wants you to speak boldly. Yes, clearly, boldly. We should be confident in what we are saying. Yes, we are glorifying Krishna. I should be confident. Speaking about Krishna. Yes. It's okay. Next question. How dangerous is envy? Yes, Prabhu.
It burns us from inside, so we cannot focus on our development in bhakti and devotional practices. We mainly concerned about what other devotees are doing, how much he is progressing. So we could not focus on ourselves. And bhakti is all about our development. I mean, first of all, we focus on our devotional practices. And apart from that, if we become too much envy, then we commit offenses mentally, and after mental offenses, we'll end up in committing verbal offenses, may also physical offenses. So
yes, in the beginning, thank you. he used the word, envy burns up from inside. Yes. That is confirmed in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishna Goswami said, envious people are destroyed by the fire of their envy. Envious people are destroyed by the fire of the envy. One's envy, not someone's own. Our personal envy destroys us. It burns like fire. That is a Chaitanya Charitamrita. And Mahabharata, there is a perfect example also. Yesterday I told a story about Brihaspati and his brother. Brihaspati, is a powerful personality. So when King Marut was doing Jagya, and he invited him to be the chief priest, he said, no. So King Marut, he went to his brother. Brother is a very powerful sage. And he requested him to be, he said, no, my brother should be the one. He said, no, I went to a brother, I'm coming from here. From there, he refused. So when he confirmed that the brother refused, so he accepted. But when Brihaspati got to know the magnitude of this Jagya, Vishnu is coming, Brahma is coming, Shiva is coming, all the demigods are coming, with all the rishis. It's really powerful. Then he became interested. I want to be chief priest. Maharaj said, I'm sorry, the time has passed. You cannot. So he became envious of his junior brother. And because of that envy, Brihaspati became dried up to the size of a stick of a broom. Brihaspati became like a stick of a broom, not broom, stick of a broom, stick. One stick of a broom. How big is a broom? Tiny, not like the finger, very, very tiny. Brihaspati, the fire of envy burned him to that size. So envy burns like fire. Very, very dangerous. Why? Envy is like attacking someone. You understand? How? Suppose a devotee has dressed the deity very nicely. Right? The devotee dressed the deity very nicely. An envious person would think, why you dress the deity nicely? See, people are glorifying you. You should have forgot to put the earrings. You should have forgotten not to put the clothes properly. Why did you dress the deity so nicely that everybody is glorifying you? That is how envious person thinks. It's attacking you. Not only you, it's attacking also the Lord. Why do you cook so nicely? Prabhu, why you cook so nicely? The whole day to the people are glorifying you. You have forgot to put salt inside. Why did you cook so nicely? Everybody is talking about you since morning. Who cooked the prasadam this morning? That's envy. It's attack. They're attacking you and attacking all devotees who are appreciating the wonderful service that they have done. That's envy. The Mayavadis are envious of Krishna. They're attacking him seriously. You have no senses. You have no body to enjoy. So you should suffer, you should die. That's envy. You should die. Why? If you eat, you nourish the body and have life. Don't eat so you can die. That's envy. No senses, no body. So that he doesn't eat. If you have no senses, how will you eat? That is envy. It's an attack. Very dangerous. And you've forgotten? Prabhupada gave an example of this. You remember? So the Prabhupada gave an example of a man who is envious of his friend. When he heard that his friend had been a chief judge, he said, no, that cannot be. He cannot be. How can it be? It's no, see, he was sworn in yesterday. See the newspaper, see everything here. See, when he looked very closely and he saw that it is his friend, then he attacked him. Then he will not be paid, no salary for him. Why is not be paid salary? Why? He was selected by the government and they put him on the throne. And he should not be paid. So that he will die, his family members will die because they have no money to maintain the family. He should not be paid. But he should go and work, but he should not be paid. That is envy. Heavy attack. Very dangerous. And Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 1, text 218. 218. Prabhupada gave a detailed purport. Envious people are not devotees, they are ordinary people. They should not be accepted. Envious people should be rejected. They are ordinary people. They should not be respected, they should not be honored. Envious people should be rejected. Purport. When Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami were initiated, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked all the devotees present to give them blessings. Then Prabhupada said, very powerful purport. In this purport, Prabhupada also talked about himself. If someone had been empowered by Krishna to represent him, to expand Krishna consciousness all over the world, who is that person? Prabhupada himself. He didn't mention his name, but he's there. Why should people not be happy with him? How many of you God-brothers are happy with him? How many? Huh? How many of you God-brothers were happy with Prabhupada? He succeeded in establishing Krishna consciousness all over the world. How many? Yes. What did other people say?
We will not support you with money.
They didn't.
Against you very separate.
You're going to bring all these usually with drugs to come and spoil our country. But now they're making huge money from Prabhupada. Go to Loi Bazaar. All the market, they have Prabhupada mantra inside. Hare Krishna, Hare. They're not Hare Krishna devotees. But all the shops in Loi Bazaar, they have the mantra. Yes, Loi Bazaar. So they can sell their market. They are selling billions from Prabhupada. From Prabhupada. Vrindavan Loi Bazaar. You've not been there? In the shop. Every single shop play Prabhupada's mantra. Every single shop. You go there. They're playing the mantras. Why? Yes. Oh, Prabhupada is here. Yeah. These are devotees of Prabhupada. Let me go and purchase their goods. Okay, Hare Krishna. Let's take break. Let's break. We'll continue. Don't worry. We'll continue from there. Let's say break. I don't want to deny you of the break.